Hi, my name is Jit Sheng, and I'm currently studying my Diploma of Electronic Engineering in UTEM FKEKK. So now I'm going to introduce you about my diploma project, which called Smart Indoor Plant Watering System using Internet of Things. So for the next, I will introduce you about the component I have been used in this project. So for the first is the NODEMCU ESP8266. This NODEMCU is being used act as a microcontroller that with a Wi-Fi connection, which allow my project to connect to the Wi-Fi. Yes. So for the second component is a 16x2 LCD. This LCD is used for display the data on the screen. So for the next, the soil moisture sensor. These sensors use a capacitance to measure the electric permittivity of the surrounding medium. So this sensor will be placed in the soil of the plants to measure the moisture level of the plants, of the indoor plants. So for the next sensor is DHT11. So this DHT11 sensors has two electrodes with a moisture holding substrate as a dielectric between them. So this allow us to measure the surrounding humidity and the surrounding temperature. But in this case, I will not use the temperature in this. So I will only just use the surrounding humidity function of this DHT11 sensor. So for the next is a relay. This relay is a simple relay, just used to control the on and off of the water pump. So for the next is a 5-volt DC motor water pump. This motor water pump is used for the function of pump the water from the storage box into the indoor plants. Yeah. So for the next is the objective of my diploma project. So for the first objective is to monitor the soil moisture percentage and surrounding humidity on the Blynk app and LCD. So this allows the users to see the soil moisture data, soil moisture percentage, and the surrounding humidity percentage data on the LCD screen and the Blynk apps. So this Blynk apps allows the users to see the values from anytime and anywhere, since there are the internet connection, right? So for the next is the next objective is water plant automatically when the surrounding humidity and the soil moisture percentage is low. So in this case, I set the for this plant in this project, I will use the okra plants in this project. So I set the humidity, surrounding humidity percent should be higher than 50%, and the soil moisture percentage should be higher than 60%. If the detected value is lower than these two preset data, the motor pump will be activated to water the plants. So for the third objective is to water the plant manually through the Blynk app. In this function, I built the virtual pin in the Blynk apps that allows the users to click on their phones or their laptop or anything that can connect to the internet to allow to water their plant virtually. Yeah, they can water their plant anytime or anywhere. So for now, I'm going to show you this is my diploma project, and this is a pot, and inside this is an okra plant. For this is a soil moisture sensor. I actually place it inside, so I pull it out, show you, and I place it back. And here is a DHT11 sensor to allow us to measure the surrounding humidity. And for the next part is this. This is a LCD 16x2 LCD screen, which allows us to monitor the value of the humidity and the soil moisture and the soil moisture percentage from time to time. And for the next part, this is a storage box. So in this storage box, we can store water, and there's a 5-volt DC motor water pump in this storage box to pump the water from through the pipe into the pots to the plants. Yeah. So go through the most important part. Yeah, this is my board which control the whole circuit. So as a first, you can see this is a NODEMCU ESP8266, and this is a relay. This relay is connected to a battery to supply the motor a 5-volt voltage. And here, this is a connection for the LCD screens. And this is a potentiometer to adjusting the contrast of the LCD screen. So I turn it and I turn it back, so I can see the words more clearly. And the other part is these are the converter from the soil moisture sensor, and this will be converted and send the data into the ESP8266 through the analog pin A0. Yeah, and that's all for my project part. I will show you the demonstration part later. So now I'm going to show you my diploma project demonstrations, and so here are the phone Blynk apps, and I click inside. I can saw the data of the humidity and the soil moisture from time to time, if there's a Wi-Fi connection or any internet connection, right? And this is on the laptop. I log into the Blynk.Cloud to access to this page. This page I can monitor the surrounding humidity. The same function as the phone apps. So this is more convenient to allow the users to access to their plants monitoring systems, and the users can also see the surrounding humidity graph and the soil moisture graph, and they can check the latest hours or the 6 hours of the plants of their plants conditions, 1 day or 1 week or 1 month or 3 months. Actually, this can be set customly. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you when I click on this virtual pin, the water pump will pump the water to the plants, so we can water our plant virtually. Yeah. So now I'm going to click on the hit on this button. Okay. So now get a motor pump activated and pump the water into the pots. So this motor will long last for about 10 seconds to pump around 500 ml of water to the pot. So you can see. And when the water is pumped into the pot, the soil moisture of the plants increases. Yeah. So you can see all the data, neither on the LCD screen or the phone Blynk apps or the website. Yeah, all the data values are same. So for now it's 73 and 70. Here same too, 73 and 70. Here is the same value also, 73 and 70. So this data will be updated every 1 second to make sure the users can store the most news data of their plants. Yeah, that's all from my demonstration of my diploma project. Thank you.